All right, guys. So EOC boot camp. We are back to number 35, finishing up the packet we were at before. The area of a trapezoid can be found by using the expression. So they've given us the equation where h is the height and b1 and b2 are the length of the bases. The trapezoid has a height of 12. So height of 12. And bases of 2x plus 3 and 3x plus 1. Which expression represents the area of the trapezoid? So again, we're using our formula. 1/2 times our height, which it says is 12. And then it's B1. It doesn't matter which one since we're going to add them together. These are just combining like terms. So you're just putting together things that match. That's all we can do for now. And 1/2 of 12. So we have 2x and 3x. That gives us 5x. And then we also have 3 and 1 constants. So that's plus 4. All that's going to still be in parentheses. And then 1/2 of 12 is going to give us 6. And then we have to distribute. So 6 times 5 is going to give us 30x. And then 6 times 4 is going to give us 24. So 30x plus 24. Our answer should be C. Hopefully you guys gave that one a try. Most of these, it's really they're going to give you the formula. So if you think back to function notation or just substituting in, they'll give you what the variables stand for, and then you just have to plug it in and use your polynomial operations to solve. So number 35, done. Number 36, the expression negative 16t squared plus 32t plus 64 models the height of a rocket in feet t seconds after its launch. What does the 64 represent? So lots of fun things, kind of like back when we were doing linears. That is still a constant because there's no variable attached. That is also going to be your y-intercept, also known as your starting point, because again, it is a constant. It is just a number. It is a term with no variable. Sorry for my R losing its R. So what the maximum height of the rocket, that's not something you're going to tell just from the given equation. That's where you could either graph it and go max height is going to be the y value of the vertex. In this case, it would be a max or a min, and then the height would probably be max. Maximum is going to be max. So that means it's going to be a negative quadratic. So that y value of that point there. The speed of the rocket when it was launched, the height of the rocket after 64 seconds. So that is when you put 64 in the place of t and then get your output. And then the height of the rocket when it was launched. So when it started. So that's your starting point, where you started. When you graph it in Desmos or in a calculator, you're going to see a full parabola. But where it starts, when x is 0, so when there's 0 seconds, then you're going to have 64. So that's the starting amount for that problem. All right, moving right along to number 37. What is the equation of a line that is parallel, so a little different this time, parallel to 6x minus 2y equals 4 plus 6y and passes through the point 8, negative 16. Oh, wow, so off screen, sorry. So we have 6x minus 2y equals 4 plus 6y. And the important word is going to be the word parallel, which means we have the same slope. Parallel lines have the same slope. We're going to isolate y because we need to get this in y equals mx plus b. I'm going to move y to this side because it'll make it positive. So add 2y, add 2y. 6x equals, these guys are gone, 4 plus 8y. I'm going to move the constant over there with our x value, sorry, mx, and then our negative 4 is going to be our plus b. So it's going to be minus 4 equals 8y. Divide by 8 because that's the inverse of that multiplication. And so we're going to reduce, always reduce because we're in high school math at this point. 6 over 8 will reduce to 3 over 4 because they're both divisible by 2. X, 4 divided by 8 is going to be 1/2 equals y. So our slope is 3 over 4. We want it to be parallel, so we're looking for the equation that has a positive 3 over 4 slope as well. Negative 4 over 3 would be perpendicular because it's the opposite and reciprocal, opposite and flip. Negative 3 over 4 is going to be opposite but not reciprocal, so it has no relationship to this line. 3 over 4 positive is going to be parallel because it's the same slope, which is what we're looking for. And then 4 over 3, that's your reciprocal, but not opposite. So again, no relation at that point either. as far as to the conversation we're having right now.